be at. And there you are. How you doing, brother? Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hey, it's Tim.
Tim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is anybody there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Yeah. How the hell are you, man?
Move
I'm
Tim
doing
up
good.
there.
How about you guys?
I had to play the Brushy Mountain thing, man. I had to do it,
I heard that. I need to get you a better recording.
It was funny.
Well, back in what we call, before COVID, BC, back in BC, that's the best we had, man. That's all we had.
Yeah, exactly.
So, man, we're so looking forward to having you guys over here for the summer party. I really appreciate you guys coming over. And how many people are you bringing with you?
Oh, I don't even know at this point. Pretty much the whole band. I don't think anybody said, I don't want to go to Chattanooga yet.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Well, you've been on the stage. You know how big it is. So it's not like the huge, the biggest stage. But if we can get
we can make it.
Jonas Lawrence and his crazy band on there, with surely to God, with the drums and everything, we should be able to get you guys on there as well.
Yeah, we'll definitely make it work. We played in a venue down in Tice's Corner, Virginia, one time. That was, what was that, like 10 by 10 stage, and there were 5 of us on it. It was so small, and it had a rail around it that we bungeed our mic stands to the rail.
Well, you got to do what you got to do, because, you walk into a place and you're like, holy crap, is this, maybe we should be over there. No, we want you here. Okay, fine. Yeah. So, how's things been going, man?
Pretty good. Like I say, we've been super busy, planning for Chattanooga, and we're gonna be, we're hitting the road a lot this year. We were at Music on the Bay, got to play the big stage down there.
Sure.
And we were at Feeding Frenzy down North Carolina. We got Pirates in the Harbor coming up there in Hanover, PA. That's going to be a good one. And then, of course, everything going on down in Key West. Between coming down to Chattanooga and going to Key West. Yeah, we are just hopping this year.
Yeah, that's good, man. And I think Labor Day weekend, there should be a gig for everybody that wants to play a Parrothead Club, because I think every Parrothead Club's going to have some kind of Jimmy Buffett weekend kind of thing. Yeah,
we're playing one of our favorite local spots for Labor Day weekend. So, so it's like it's nice. We're busy.
Yeah.
And, we got all the right pieces in the band. Bands kind of evolve over time, and right now, just the guys that we have right now are absolute. I think it's like the perfect mix, and they kill it music. As far as being musicians, and I do my part, even though I'm not a musician. So, and it's been a lot of fun. It's a good band to be in.
Yeah, is this the same group that you had down in Key West last year?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
Yeah, seems like they're rocking and rolling. And at some point, you decided that, no, listen, when I get on stage, I got to wear a different hat.
Yes. I was like, bigger stages, bigger presence. So
yeah.
like bigger hat.
Yeah, I want a Jimmy Parrish hat, or something like that, And I noticed it last year for the first time, because before that you normally just wear a regular hat or whatever, but now you're kind of moving into the spotlight, and you got to have your own hat while you're on stage. Looks good too.
Yeah, and we started even like for the band shows, we have our pirate flags, we've got torches. So we're like, if it's gonna be a show, make it a show, because like I said, I'm not a good singer, and I'm a mediocre guitar player, so I got to do something.
Yeah, I need other band members to drown me out, and I need lots of distractions.
So yeah, when you hire our band, we're trying to put on a show. We're not just up there regurgitating songs. So we try to do our best to make it as entertaining as possible. So.
Yeah, and of course the summer party is a party, so there'll be a lot of people jumping in the pool and going here and then going there and all that kind of stuff. So. The band playing in the back is it's not like a house concert, so it's a party. So
I'm more into the parties, so that's
yes,
good for me.
You're being perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. So Key West, Trop Rock and Duval, you guys came up with that, and it really has taken off.
Yeah, there was a small, you guys are really that anchor that made all that possible last year, because you're committing to being at Rick's and doing the showcase, the songwriter showcase, absolutely made it easy for us. Not easy, but it made it a lot easier for us to build out around Key West. And Andy Forsyth, of course, is a huge key to that.
Yeah.
He is working his butt off, and he is trying to, like you and Andy are cut from the same cloth, that you think of the artists and you're trying to make sure the artists get paid down there as much as humanly possible, to make that trip worth it. And so Andy's working hard for sponsorships, and the bars and managers, and they're all on board, and they're chipping in. So we're trying to make it good for the artists. It's a good thing.
Yeah, and of course, I have to give B-Man a lot of credit, for the showcase. Without, I couldn't do it without him, and he is a big part of that whole planning part of everything. And I wouldn't do the showcase without B-Man for sure. But it does seem like, I'm not sure Key West was all into Meeting the Minds as we thought they were. And and then when they left, it's kind of like, and it just, Jimmy Buffett passed away, during that time, and now it's like it's like the doors opened up for it to for people to embrace it the way that we really always wanted to embrace it.
Yeah, and the bars see the opportunity to make it about Duval Street, because Meeting of the Minds, it was great, but it was pretty much at the Casa.
Right. Yeah.
All the music, everything, and that was kind of separated out a little bit, and they let people do their thing. The bars did, like if a radio station, like Sam Densler, you guys have really built a thing down there, at Rick's. So they kind of let it happen. Not all of them were on board like Rick's was with you guys, but now the owners and the managers at these bars are just like, let's go. Let's run with this. Let's make it big and get as many people down here as possible, and have a good time with the music and all the things. And we have I'm going to do a shameless plug here for our shirt. The artwork on the shirt is done by a friend of mine here in Virginia. And
show it again. Show it again, Sam. Do it again. I didn't get to see it. What is it? Oh, okay. It's a chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, with a guitar. Oh, that's cool.
That's actually Tim playing on stage.
Yeah, and a pirate flag. Okay. That's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah, so the original, I got to talk about this. The original artwork gets to stay here at my house and hang on my walls.
Well, that's cool, man, and it's nice to see everybody kind of working together. I mean, we from an advertising standpoint, we kind of go a different direction or whatever, but we embrace what you guys are doing. I mean, I was on one of those Facebook message boards. Somebody, people, I believe people just do this just to see how much they can stir up. I think the topic was, is Meeting the Minds ever going to come back to Key West? And then naturally it just blew up or whatever, And of course I had to get in on it and, and say, listen, if you love Key West, here's what's going on. And I even commented and added you guys in it as well. I'm like, listen, you can do both. We're not trying to tell you not to do one or the other. But, of course, a lot of people are like, well, we're not millionaires. We can't do both.
Yeah.
But if your point is you love Key West, just want you to know there's music and artists that need to be supported.
That's right.
And you can find affordable accommodation. Now, maybe not the most affordable, but you can find. You're not, with the Casa, you're staying in a Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not going to be cheap. So,
of course not.
There's all kind of hotels, and even if you stay out near where the grocery store is, what is that? I don't know if it's a Food Lion or Publix or whatever.
Publix.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are hotels out there that are more affordable, and it's only a mile away. It sounds like it's way far out there, but
it's not.
Like, how far can you be on that tiny little island? You can't be too far away from the action. So, getting around is pretty easy on the island. So, and that's another thing Andy's working on is getting discounts, at hotels during Trop Rock and Duval. And he's working on a passport as well. So that, for like, I think it's going to be like $50, you get a t-shirt and discounts on drinks and food and all this stuff around the island. So what we want to do is, instead of having like any kind of a registration, we want to give you something that will actually save you more money than it costs.
Right,
in the long
right.
run. So,
Yeah,
cool.
and I talked to Andy not too long ago, and he was talking about that shuttle train or whatever that they got going on now that kind of moves people around. And so there's that. I just booked my least expensive flight to Key West 3 weeks ago that I've ever booked. $777 for me and the hippie chick.
nice.
And that's the least I've ever spent going to Key West, ever. And I was just shocked. I mean, when I saw the price, I jumped all over it, you know. So there are prices out there. Key West is coming down. And, you know, to me, you got to think about what you pay for, too. You know, sometimes convenience is worth a little bit. You know, if I got to fly into Pensacola and get a rental car, that's not very convenient, man. I love flying into Key West, and I'm done, man. I take a golf cart or a bicycle or whatever and go wherever I want to go.
Or walk.
And if one person like has to stay sober to drive everybody else around, that's no fun for that person.
Yeah.
No.
You know, there's two kinds of annoying people in the world: drunk people when you're sober, and sober people when you're drunk.
Well, you know, it's funny, you know, as I'm working outside all day, getting ready for the summer party, pressure washing and doing all kinds of things, you know, every time I look around, I think about what a drunk will do, you know, and say, well, I need to fix that, you know, or whatever, you know. So
Drunk proof it, yeah.
Yeah, I got to drunk proof it.
Rubber things on the rails.
Yeah, as much as you can, you know, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think there's something to be said for that, and I think that some of the people, I think a lot of the people that went down to Gulf Shores and realized the inconvenience of some of the things, and then when you add all that cost up or whatever, sometimes you got to look at it and say, you know what, it's just not worth it to me. I'd rather spend another $100 or $200, or if I could save the same flight to Pensacola, same time was going to be $1,500. $777. So if I'm saving that, that's a big savings.
Now, I'm sure Gulf Shores is great for a lot of people. A lot of people get to go
Sure.
to a meeting of minds for the first time because
Absolutely.
they can drive there. So, you know, that is absolutely phenomenal for those people. So they're going to build out with people that they've never had go before. But then there are still the people that still want to go to Key West. And we want to go to Key West. Like I say, a small group of us artists and Andy got together and decided we were gonna keep things going in Key West. You know, Dave McKinney, Boomer, and myself said, let's keep this going, keep the party going down in Key West. So that's what our mission is. And Patty has been absolutely instrumental. She's sitting over there, and she's been extremely instrumental in getting things together down, you know, for Trot Rock and Duval. And you know, it just between her and Andy, it would be hard to imagine it going on like it is. Patty, get over here.
I was going to say, you know, we all know that you would be laying naked in a gutter somewhere without Patty. All right, we understand that. We don't like to say it so much, you know, because I know you're sensitive and you get your feelings hurt or whatever. But we know Patty's the brains behind the operation.
Hey, Patty.
Hey, sweetheart.
And if you look, I'm Patty's husband.
Yeah, all the comments are talking about that.
Yeah. Patty's husband, yeah, of course. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm doing
We're great.
fantastic. Doing great. We're so excited.
She was upstairs doing her hair for a radio interview.
Oh no, there's a camera. You have to do that.
Yeah, Patty's like, just try to do the best you can till I get down there. Yeah.
I've been over there listening to the I've been over there listening to the show, so I didn't even know he was yelling my name.
And she's also instrumental in the construction of the Campbell's Key West Social Club that we're building at the house. I heard you guys talking about renovations earlier.
Yeah.
And we're putting a speakeasy in, complete with a hidden bookcase door.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Fun is
How
that?
cool.
You know, that's originally what I had the idea for the chocolate bar was because I've been to all those speakeasies and stuff up in Chicago and took the tours, and I thought, man, this has been cool, you know, to have this at the house. And I originally started out with that idea, but, you know, again, drunks are like, you know, can you take all them black and white pictures off and put a picture of me up there, you know? So, yeah, kind of got out of hand. But
Yeah, we've been hitting a lot of antique stores looking for like old fans from the 1920s.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you on my Facebook, I posted I gutted a radio because I wanted an old radio to sound nice, and I put a Bose color sound inside.
Oh, nice!
Wow.
That's cool.
We actually get a pretty good kick out of your, here's what I'm tearing up and trying to put back together today segments on Facebook.
Yeah.
Watches and shoes.
Yeah, here's today's project,
Oh, yeah.
And there's always something weird, like a camel standing over in the corner or something, like, what's he doing with it?
I try not to let the grass grow under my feet, that's for sure.
Yeah. So what's going on with the smoking tuna? Are they going to still be there when you guys roll back down there?
Now, word is, and this is word from the Smoking Tuna, is that the back part of the Smoking Tuna where the patio was kind of out back?
Yeah.
That's going to be part of the new Smoking Tuna. That's going to be that and the alley that was right next to it, all the way up to that building.
Oh, okay.
So they're getting all the permits in place and construction has started. So they're expecting to be done by the end of July, but I would expect more the end of August, just knowing how construction projects go.
Yeah, especially in
So
Key
they're
West.
still going to be there. They're just going to be the new Smoking Tuna.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And the old tuna is going to be like a Latin disco or something.
That's what I heard. I'm like, listen, we're getting out of this smoking tuna thing, and we're going to have a Latin disco. And I'm like, what?
It's like it's such that with all that like old kind of architecture and the brick floors. I don't know that it really lends itself to a disco, but we'll see what they do.
Well,
Smoking Tuna should be up and running and doing its thing. But most of the activity this year is going to be at Margaritaville. Margaritaville is like 100% on board with what we're doing. Not just that restaurant, but corporates involved in it a little bit, and they're being very supportive over there. So the Welcome to the Island is going to be there, and the Jim Morris tribute is going to be there. So some of the things that were at the Tuna are going to be at Margaritaville, and the Ladies of Trop Rock, things like that are going to be at the Tuna. But you guys, of course, have like the premier event down there. So I'm looking forward to playing that. And the SAC Awards.
The SAC Awards?
Yeah.
Yes, we're looking forward to the SAC Awards. It's so funny. You do things off the cuff, and she's got her SAC Award.
Oh, yeah. Right there.
I got
There's
mine right here.
yours.
Yeah. I forget who we had on the show. Was a week or so ago, or I can't remember who it was now, but I was talking about all the awards they'd won. Oh, it was Brighton Stoll.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Oh, right.
And I was like, well, we're doing pretty good ourselves, and we're very happy with that. And,
Jim Asbell also has an empty shelf, but I believe he won. I got to go back and look at the records, so I need to send him a trophy.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody got trophies?
Well, it's so, we had so much fun down there doing that, of course. And, but we had Bill Crawley, you chose Bill Crawley, and that was such a big deal. And of course, Bill passed away, and it's so, he was such a big part of what we did, not even just a showcase, but just being a friend. And, but it was really cool that, that we were able to share that moment with him,
Yeah. And some people past SAC Award winners have gone on to great success and winning other awards too. So sometimes even bad attention is attention.
Wait a minute. Is it catching on? Is there something I need to know about this thing? Is it like that, what was that necklace in the Brady Bunch when they went to Hawaii? It was the tiki necklace, all bad things happen.
We're so grateful that you took it out of our living room and gave us a menu in Key West.
Yeah, I noticed your life is getting better. I'm working like a dog around here. I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe it is. We don't need to get rid of this thing, but yeah. Well, that's cool.
Wants the SAC Award. Everybody's asking us, "Do I get one?
Do I?
How do I get one?"
I deserve one.
Yeah. Well, 10 years doing radio. It's the only award we ever got, other than the award of all of our listeners and people around the world that have embraced us. So that's the biggest award for us,
Absolutely.
But yeah, we're looking forward to that. The showcase is. Man, we got booked up so fast this year. It kind of caught us off guard a little bit. And some of the people that have been there every year, like the Tiki Tom Starkeys and even Bob Shealy or whatever, we just ran out of spots. And we do have a waiting list. We've had a couple of changes. But that's a great feeling that so many people want to be a part of it, that it fills up that fast. So we're already booking for 2025. And then the Ready Room's upstairs. That Reef Rum, by the way, is going to be sponsoring all 3 days up there. That's a really cool private event as well. And we also have the Jimmy Buffett lookalike contest after.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
After Dave McKinney plays on Friday night, we're going to have the Jimmy Buffett lookalike contest sponsored by Landshark Beer. So.
Wow, nice. See, they're on board.
Yeah. So, we try to do different things every year as well, but we're glad to have you guys back.
Yeah, I got to play in the Ready Room because I was Boomer, I guess Danny Rosado.
Danny got COVID.
Yeah, he got sick, so he couldn't be there. So Boomer asked me to, to help him out, fill in up there. And that room is amazing. It's just big leather couches and a bar, and it's intimate. It's like you're like in someone's living room playing, and it's the back and forth up there. So anybody that's wants to see their artist in an intimate setting, but yet a really good setting. It's beautiful up there. Definitely, if your artist is playing in the Ready Room, definitely get tickets to that because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and what I like about it is the room never moves. Right, you don't have to go out on a boat and worry about the weather and the waves and all that stuff. It just stays stationary, and so does the air conditioning and the bartenders.
Yeah,
and you're not sitting on this fiberglass deck trying to peek under an awning to see the artist. You're sitting in a big.
Yeah.
Couch, air conditioned, got the bar right there. It's a great room. So.
Yeah, it's never good when the artist says, "Excuse me, let me throw up," and then finishes the song. But
Well, that's a lot of gigs in Key West.
Yeah, depending how early you start, that's for sure. So, working on any new music, man? It's been a while since you had a new song out.
Tell him. I keep telling him.
It is, and after doing something to do with the beer down there in Nashville, Tennessee, with Kenny Royster over there at Direct Image Studios, I am so spoiled. I don't want to record anywhere else. So I've got songs ready, and I've got one actually being done. Was that Drunken Publics? Is supposed to be out.
You played that for us. I don't know if you played it.
I think you played it at the.
You may have played it at the show, but that was really funny. I like that one.
Drunken Publics.
Trying to get something out right away. So maybe Drunken Publics will come out soon, and
I need
to get back down to Nashville so that I can get back in the studio with Kenny, and he does such a phenomenal job. And I thank Darby Ledbetter for leading me to that studio. So
yeah,
and Darby, absolutely. I need to get down and do some writing with Darby. So if Darby's listening, we need to get together.
He's been spending a lot of time down in Texas, working a lot and going back and forth. With we see him every year at Panama City when we go down there and have that gig, which.
And we saw him at Dominica. Dominica.
Oh yeah.
They go to Escape to Paradise.
Escape to Paradise
every year.
You guys should come.
Yeah.
You would have a ball.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We would, yeah.
We're going to Costa Rica this year.
Yeah.
Coming up here.
Yeah, now Costa Rica. So there's an idea, a damn vacation. I mean, because it's real easy to. Create in this environment we're all living in every spare time around something to do with the music, and I literally had to create a vacation. So
yeah, and what I like about ours is we don't have any kind of itinerary. You just go.
Yeah.
If you want to do something, you do something, but we just go so you can just relax and do whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, it is great.
All of our vacation time is spent doing some kind of a trip. Like
exactly.
We played at the Gaylord down in Orlando, and that was great. But I call them subsidized vacations because they treated us phenomenally well. A lot of times we sign contracts and ask for what do you need. So just as a joke, I've been putting, a bowl of M&Ms with no red ones in it because it's the keyboard.
I need red M&Ms. I can't do the show without them.
And then we show up down at Gaylord, and they had this great, green room out there, and the food was phenomenal. They had like a butler coming around serving us, and in the middle of the table was a big bowl of M&Ms next to it was a little bowl of Red Ones because he had taken all the Red Ones out.
That's cute.
Somebody with a hell of a sense of humor says, "Oh, he wants red ones." All right.
No,
Well,
he
here.
doesn't want red
Doesn't
ones.
want
Oh, he doesn't want red
He
ones.
wants no
okay.
red ones.
Okay.
Yeah, he put that on Facebook. That was
Yeah.
hysterical.
No red ones.
They were even in little M&M's bowls.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, they treated us phenomenally well down there. And Lisa Marie, our friend, if you know her on Facebook, is Lisa Marie. Yeah, she took us to Disney again, and oh my
A
god,
whirlwind trip.
yeah, whirlwind
Wow.
trip. And she
That's
always
cool.
treats us nice when we go down to Orlando.
Oh, fun.
You know, Orlando's, a great place to play. I mean, I know a lot of artists that play there, especially around, there's a lot of people that worked at Disney and, for years and years and years and played all that stuff. And it's pretty cool. Orlando seems really nice.
Jim
Yeah.
Asbell even dropped by. He
Yeah,
just
he
lived
dropped
down
by
the
that
road.
gig and played with us. He played in because we've started doing this where we cover other artists.
Trop
We
rock
cover
artists.
trop rock artists. We cover the Boat Drunks. We do Beer Buffett Baseball. We do Jim Asbell's 7 Mile Bridge. Phenomenal song. And I think we're going to learn Scene of the Crime next.
Yeah.
And a good story.
And so, we played one of his songs already, so it was great. He shows up there, and we get him up on stage with us, and he, of course, knocks it out of the park like Jim does. And he got to participate in the open bar.
Imagine that. There's an open bar, and oh, look, Jim Asbell just walked through the door. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
It's like bait.
I love you. It is.
That was
Down there.
that was a good album that the Boat Drunks did, covering your songs, right? So that might be something to throw in an album sometime or another.
Yeah, do all covers of other trop
Yeah,
rockers. That's a
that'd be
great
fun.
idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
'Cause, we love doing that, and we're gonna add some Jerry Diaz in there, and
Some Jimmy Perry.
and Jimmy Parrish. We want to get some Jimmy Parrish songs in there. So
Yeah.
there's so many great. We cover Buffett and Chesney and Zach Brown and all that. Of course, we're primarily a Buffett cover band, but it's so great when you can throw other artists in there. And up here in Northern Virginia, we're playing for the audiences that maybe would never hear about those bands, and you play a cool song like 7 Mile Bridge, and they're like, "Man, that is great."
That is.
Who did that again? And so
That's such
introduce them to other artists.
God, man, I remember during COVID, the band, Jim Asbell and the band members wanted to come here
yeah, they came. I was
and
happy.
practice because they were working on this new album, right? And they wanted to come here and use the stage, and we called it the party that never happened party or whatever. But so they were playing that music, and I remember talking to them about the 7 Mile Bridge. That's such a deep song, so many different layers of music in that song. It's crazy.
Yeah, and now that we have Teresa, our bass player, can do those high harmonies that Dwayne Harlick does.
Yeah.
Dwayne Harlick can sing Journey.
No, he can.
we, have, we can get all these harmonies going on that song, and just me standing there in the middle listening to what the band is doing just sometimes just gives me chills, and to hear what they're doing, representing other band songs. So.
Well, there you go. Well, what you guys coming in on Friday night? I'm assuming when you come in, or what?
I think so.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Friday noonish. Hopefully, we'll
Yeah,
be rolling
yeah.
down like that.
All right. Now, we only have one rule. Anybody that says, come to our party before the party, stay away from that. It's never a good idea because, they're not professional party people like I am. And,
No party before the party.
yeah.
You can totally have a party at the Goldens before you come over here.
Well, they're excited to have
That's
you.
going to happen anyway. So,
Got everything ready to rock and roll. But
yeah.
we'll see you guys soon. And we look forward to seeing you guys at the party and, of course, down in Key West. And, of course, you guys know we love you guys. And we can't wait to spend some time with you.
Well, thanks for having us be part of the summer party and a part. And I know space is limited at the Songwriter Showcase, and we're honored that we still have a place there to play down in Key West. So we're looking forward to that. And the Sack Awards.
And the Sack Awards.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing anything.
Thank you guys, and thanks for letting me come on and talk about the band and Trop Rock and Duvall.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, how about a little Land Shark? Thank you, guys. We're going to let you fly.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Love you guys.